You're given one superpower. However, if anyone finds out, you instantly die. What's your superpower and why? When I die, I simply respawn, keeping all my knowledge, etc. No matter if anybody finds out about my power, I don't care. New game plus. Wouldn't you be stuck in an infinite death loop if someone found out? You might want to do it like Kenny so no one ever remembers that you died. The ability to pull a non-counterfeited $20 out of my pocket every time I reached in it. Super inconspicuous power to have, but all I gotta do for essentially infinite money is just reach into my pocket over and over again. Power works every time regardless of if the first $20 is removed, so I could just casually reach in and out without removing anything, but a new $20 bill would appear every time. So by the end of the day, I could pull a few $100s out of my pants. Every single day. You'd have to have one hell of a laundering scheme. Edit. Obviously, you don't need to think of any laundering scheme, but to make the most of an unlimited supply of cash, you'd want a less fishy way to pull in $20 per second. Just go to a casino and keep playing till you win big. No issue with the extra cash in your account then. Able to see 15 seconds into the future. Would bet money on roulette every time I need money and get the hell out of there. No one suspects, but I have money whenever I need. Why don't you just make it a few hours and play the lottery? 15 seconds doesn't seem like a lot. What if 15 seconds in the future a natural disaster or a nuclear bomb hits right where you're standing? You're just doomed, and you know you're doomed. The ability to gain someone's technical knowledge by shaking their hand. Want to know how to fix cars? Shake a few master mechanics' hands. Joke's on you when you find out no one knows what they're doing and everyone is just making it up as they go. Until you shake hands with a random coworker and suddenly know exactly how to get away with being a serial killer. Visit CERN. Become supervillain. Shake a corn star's hand and you'll learn things you never wanted to know. I'm immortal, but my appearance also gradually changes so people won't recognize me from pictures and paintings over time. Edit. Yes, like Keanu Reeves. The best kind of immortality would be you would age normally until exactly 90 years old, then revert back to early 20s or late teens. You just have to make sure you mysteriously disappear every time you hit 90. I like this one, because would likely work for long enough that you wouldn't mind getting caught. Sometimes you just want that sweet embrace of death. To read minds. I'd make a lot of money playing poker, and everyone would just think I'm good. And you just have to intentionally lose every now and again. Except everyone got the same offer. Now everyone who can read minds is dead because they can read each other's minds, discovering each other's superpower. That's actually close to a very classic science fiction book called The Demolished Man by Alfred Bester. If you're into mind reading stuff, I highly recommend reading that one. Having a pocket universe empty of people and out of sync with the universe's time. Nothing ages, and no matter how long you spend there, it's an instant of normal time that I can enter any time and leave at any place. People would assume it would be teleportation, and since I'd never bring anyone into it, nobody would ever find out. Ooh, unique strategy. Disguise your power as another power. This would make for an interesting writing prompt. If I had a pocket universe, I'd have a burning internal conflict on how long to spend in my pocket universe. Your time is infinite there, but since there are no people, it's unfulfilling to stay there long. Then when you're in the real world, everything seems to go by so fast because of all the time spent in the pocket universe. I'd pop in the real world, but be overwhelmed and go back to the pocket universe often. Choosing where to revert back and forth would be troubling, but it'd make for a good story if someone took the time to write one. So it's Kamui from Naruto. Yes, yes, yes! You could put your biology book in there when you're writing a test because it's instant. Nobody will notice. I'm not telling you. Luck isn't a superpower. It's not very cinematic. Yes, it is. Power of know you. If someone hurts me physically or mentally, I say, know you, and it happens to them. You stab me, eh? Know you. Ciao. It's good that he stipulated that someone had to hurt him first. It would be real supervillain territory if it applied to all sorts of pain. You know, like, I have cancer? Know you. Ugh. If I squeeze my left pinky, whoever I'm looking at orgasms. I'm blaming last night's poor performance on you. I would abuse that power so hard. Officer, did you know how fast you were Oh, never mind. Commentator, Messi is about to score to win the World Cup. What is he doing? Oh God, is he doing what I think he's doing? News anchor, on a world leader trip this afternoon, Donald Trump ejaculated mid-speech, followed by Vladimir Putin. Who else just squeezed their left pinky? Able to influence the odds of anything. What's the likelihood there will be $1 million in my room when I get home? Oh, I don't know, maybe 100%? What's the likelihood anyone will ever figure out my power and cause my death? Oh, let's set that at 0%. The easiest way for the universe to do that would be to give you a sudden heart attack. So you would like to be RN Jesus himself. Please like and subscribe if you've made it this far. I hope you'll enjoy the rest of this video and have a wonderful day. The ability to master any skill instantly, be that a language or a musical instrument, etc. You just have to pretend you learned quickly and pretend to pick the skill up over a month or so. This would be great until one day you're chilling in a bar showing off your language skills and a buddy goes, "Man, you pick up stuff so fast. It's almost like that's your superpower." And then you keel over. Bingo. Best superpower ever. I've traveled to a few countries and I would love to have this power just for the languages alone, especially for languages like Chinese and Thai that don't even use the Roman alphabet. To fall asleep instantly when I want. I sleep alone, so easy to hide. And because I want to sleep but can't put down my phone, I have to wake up at 5. Crap, I wish I had this power. Why you gotta do this to me? To teleport when people aren't aware of me. You can't fast travel when enemies are nearby. Reminds me of Invisible Boy from Mystery Men. He can only turn invisible when no one is looking at him. As long as the caveat is they know you have a superpower. Not just some teenager that's annoyed you beat them at poker. They must be cheating. I bet they can read my mind. Yeah, finding out and making wild accusations is a totally different thing. I'd choose true immortality. Then I'd prove it to people, just to see if nature could handle the paradox. There's actually a Twilight Zone episode that's very close to this concept. It's called Escape Clause. Look it up. I create extreme apathy in everyone. Nothing I do matters. I could have sex with the Queen on live TV while kids are decapitated behind us and the world would collectively go, meh, I can get away with anything. I'll never get credit for anything though. I could walk right up and kick Kim in his balls. People would just go about their day. I could stroll into Fort Knox and slowly load up all the gold. Nobody would care. I am now an invisible king, allowed to do whatever I want, whenever I want to. But nobody cares. Meh, they asked for a superpower, not an autobiography. Congratulations. You now live in the most boring universe. No one will ever be your friend again because they don't care about you, nor eating. In fact, everyone dies of thirst. Power stops working because people didn't show up to work and food stops being delivered. You're now alone in the world. Going up to dogs and saying, "Hey, look at me having fun." The dog just smiles back at you because it doesn't know the horrors you're responsible for. You ponder the meaning of life. You laugh to yourself. Anything with deniability is clearly the way to go here. You could disguise a whole lot of super strength as long as you are already a huge motherfriender. Anybody get suspicious and it's like, of course he can lift a car. Have you seen the size of that dude? Flashy powers like flight or shooting laser beams are out, but shape-shifting would be easy. You can even get away with using it in public as long as nobody saw the original form. They'll be seeing somebody shapeshift, but never be able to know who. Oh, the size of you, lad. Immortality. As long as there's someone else in the world, I've got a kill switch. Edit. Everyone saying people will see how I haven't aged and say I'm immortal, it's a good point. But I would just tell people that I have the ability to live up to 500 years old. They'll be dead by the time I'm 600 anyways. Earth is wiped out, but you of course survive. Over the eons, you start searching the universe for intelligent life. Eventually, you create life in your image, just to have someone that can kill you. But you change your mind, wanting to foster your progeny. They start worshiping you as an immortal god, and you die. It's amazing how quickly these turn into writing prompts. That last one was really spooky and really good. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. That power would be pretty cool. This would be my choice. Setting up a time loop to revert back to a specific point would be bomb. And there wouldn't really be a way for anybody to prove anything or accurately guess the power. Loads of applications too. Want to relive that night in Vegas? No problem. Want to make a few million playing stocks? Easy. Getting old and feeling like playing New Game Plus? Go for it. Full penis control. Yours or others? Name checks out. To be able to mind control everyone on Earth. I would tell them to never think about me ever. Then proceed to make the world a better place. Congratulations! Now payroll completely forgets to pay you, your friends never invite you anywhere, and your mother never calls. If you chose this, I think you'd better be sure you have the self-discipline to do the stuff you need to do. Otherwise, this would just turn into a lazy introvert's dream to just be left alone. Please leave your story in the comments. I would love to make a video on them in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.